Welcome to the deep dive. The world of AI innovation, it just seems to be moving at light speed, doesn't it?
It really does. Blink and you miss something huge.
Exactly. Every week feels like there's a new model, more buzz, and lately, one name keeps popping up, sparking a lot of chat. Grok 4.
Ah, yes. Grok 4. Lots of speculation there.
So that's what we're diving into today. We're trying to pull back the curtain a bit. Does Grok 4 actually exist, or is it just hype? What's the real story?
That's the plan. For this deep dive, we're going to try and cut through that noise for you, give you the clearest picture we can based on what's actually out there.
Okay.
So we'll clarify the official status of Grok 4 right now,
Yep.
using publicly available info. Then, we'll get into what a future version might look like, looking at XAI's path and, general AI trends.
Makes sense.
And importantly, we need to talk about the challenges, the big technical strategic hurdles that something like Grok 4 would face.
Crucial context.
Definitely. And one key thing for everyone listening, all the information we're discussing, it's current as of July 10, 2025. That date is really important here.
Got it. July 10th, 2025. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks then. What's the actual verified information? What do we really know about Grok 4 right now?
Well, okay, to be absolutely clear, as of that date, July 10, 2025, there is zero official confirmed information about Grok 4. Nothing about its existence, let alone availability.
Zero, like nothing at all.
Nothing official. We've looked everywhere, web searches, XAI's own sites, X.AI, X.A, Grok posts over on X.
Yeah.
It's all Grok 3.
Just Grok 3 features, Grok 3 availability.
Exactly. No mention, not even a hint of a Grok 4.
Huh. And I was looking into this too, and apparently even Grok 3.5 isn't available, not even if you're a Super Grok subscriber paying the premium.
That's right.
Doesn't that sort of suggest, maybe their focus right now is just on making Grok 3 better, optimizing that?
That's a really sharp point. Yeah, that internal guideline about 3.5, keeping it back even from top subscribers, it strongly suggests their immediate focus is likely on optimizing Grok 3. Performance, stability, ironing out kinks.
Before jumping to the next big thing.
Right. But, and this is the fascinating part, the speed of AI development is just insane. So it's entirely plausible they are working on something like Grok 4 behind closed doors, completely under wraps.
So it could be happening, we just don't know it.
Exactly. The AI world moves incredibly fast. But for now, no public confirmation.
Okay, so bottom line for you listening, if you're eager to get your hands on Grok 4, you'll need to wait. It's still in the realm of future possibilities, not something you can use today.
Correct. Patience is needed here.
All right. But to understand where Grok 4 might eventually go, we really need to get a handle on Grok 3 first. What's XAI actually trying to achieve? What's their big mission?
Right. Understanding the foundation is key. XAI's mission is, well, it's incredibly ambitious. They state it as building artificial intelligence to accelerate human scientific discovery.
Accelerate discovery.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ultimately, their goal is to advance our collective understanding of the universe. It's huge.
Yeah.
And Grok 3 is their flagship's product right now, their first major public step toward that goal.
In Grok 3, it's already quite something, isn't it? What makes it stand out? Our sources mentioned it's multimodal.
Yes, highly multimodal. It can process text, images, other data types too. That's a big deal for scientific work, understanding charts, diagrams within papers.
And it has specific modes, right? Like voice mode and something called think mode.
Correct. Voice mode for interaction. Think mode is interesting. It's designed for the AI to sort of reflect, to reason through its process before giving an answer. More deliberate.
And deep search. That sounds intriguing. Iterative web searches.
Yeah, deep search is pretty powerful. Instead of just one search, it performs multiple refining searches. Almost like how a human researcher digs deeper and deeper online.
Okay, so it's got quite a toolkit.
It does. And it's available pretty widely. Grok.com, X.com, mobile apps for iOS and Android. They have free access and the subscription plan Super Grok.
So it sounds like Grok 3 already pushed the envelope quite a bit. How does that set the stage for what we might maybe possibly expect from a Grok 4? What kind of jump would it need to be?
That foundation is critical. It shows XAI isn't just building another chatbot. They're focused on models for complex scientific tasks.
Right, that science focus seems key.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you connect that to the bigger picture, Grok 3's capabilities and that mission statement, it implies Grok 4 wouldn't just be, slightly better. It would need to be a significant leap.
In what way?
A substantial leap in its ability to process complex scientific data, to reason about it, maybe even help make discoveries, really pushing towards that accelerating understanding of the universe goal.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting then. Let's speculate a bit. Grok 4 is still a maybe, but if it were to emerge, What could we realistically expect based on where XAI seems to be going and just the broader AI trends? What would make us go, aha?
Right, and this is definitely what I call founded speculation. We're basing this on industry direction and XAI's own stated goals, not confirmed facts.
Understood. Educated guesses.
Exactly. So first, I'd expect a major enhancement in improved multimodality. Think beyond just text and static images.
Like video, real-time stuff.
Potentially. Imagine Grok 4 analyzing real-time data streams from scientific instruments, particle accelerators, maybe genomic sequencers, telescopes, spotting patterns humans might miss. That kind of thing truly aligns with accelerating discovery.
Wow. Okay, that would be a game changer. What else?
Then greater capacity for reasoning. Grok 3 has think mode, right? Grok 4 could take that much further. More advanced multi-step reasoning.
How so? Like solving harder problems.
Maybe solving really complex abstract problems in fields like pure math or theoretical physics. Not just finding known answers, but maybe deriving new approaches. Perhaps even integrating real-time simulations.
Real-time simulations within the AI.
Yeah, imagine it testing hypotheses in a virtual environment it creates. Generating predictive models on the fly. That's advanced reasoning.
That sounds incredibly powerful. You mentioned big brain mode earlier. Is that related?
Potentially. Integration with big brain mode is another possibility. It's not publicly available in Grok 3, but maybe Grok 4 offers an optimized, accessible version.
And what would that do?
Think massive data crunching, analyzing petabytes from climate models, protein folding simulations, huge scientific data sets that are just too big for current models.
Okay, handling truly enormous data. And what about that deep search feature?
Optimization of deep search, definitely. Make it faster, much more accurate. Imagine it analyzing millions of sources, almost instantly obscure databases, academic journals behind paywalls, maybe even raw experiment logs.
So getting really comprehensive answers backed by primary sources super fast.
That's the idea. Then there's the interaction side.
Yep.
Improve voice interaction and personalization.
More natural voice. Better understanding.
Yes, a more nuanced voice system. Understanding context better, maybe supporting more technical languages or dialects. And greater personalization, learning your research style, anticipating your needs, almost like a digital assistant.
That sounds useful. Less friction.
And behind the scenes, crucial stuff. Energy efficiency and scalability. Next-gen AI takes massive power. Making Grok 4 more efficient is critical for sustainability.
And for running it in more places, right?
Exactly. Better efficiency and scalability mean it could potentially run on lower power devices, maybe edge computing in labs or field sites.
And finally, any other big areas?
Advanced API support. Grok 3 has an API, but Grok 4 could offer something much more robust. Deeper integration possibilities for developers, universities, research labs, letting them embed Grok's power into their own tools and workflows.
It's really exciting to map out these possibilities, and what strikes me is how each one seems to build logically on Grok 3, pushing specifically towards that scientific discovery mission.
That's the trajectory it seems they're on.
But let's play devil's advocate. These sound amazing, but also incredibly difficult. Pick one, say, that real-time simulation capability. What's the biggest single hurdle to making that work?
Oh, that's a great question. For real-time simulation, it's not just raw computing power, though that's huge. It's about model fidelity and generalization. Meaning the AI needs an incredibly deep, accurate understanding of the physics, the biology, whatever it's simulating. It needs to handle complex interactions, edge cases. It can't just be a general approximation. It needs specific, verifiable scientific accuracy. That depth is still a massive challenge for current AI.
So embedding real scientific knowledge, not just pattern matching.
Precisely. And that leads us to the broader challenges. Because while Grok 4's potential is vast, building it is, well, it's fraught with difficulties. Technical, ethical, market challenges. It raises big questions for XAI.
Okay, lay them out for us. What are the major roadblocks?
Well, first, obvious one, industry competition. OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, they're all moving incredibly fast. Grok 4 can't just be good. It needs unique differentiators. That science focus is probably their best bet, but they need to deliver on it convincingly.
Standing out in a very crowded field.
Definitely. Then there's the computational cost. We touched on efficiency, but training and running these next-gen models, it requires enormous resources. Data centers, specialized hardware. It's incredibly expensive. How do they manage that cost, especially if offering free tiers?
A huge economic challenge.
Huge. Then, ethics and security. As these models get more powerful, the risks increase. Ensuring Grok 4 is safe, ethical, resistant to misuse, generating misinformation, harmful content that's absolutely critical and increasingly complex.
The responsibility grows with the capability.
Absolutely. And related to that, public expectations. People expect big leaps with each new version number. The hype cycle is intense. XAI has to balance pushing innovation with ensuring stability and reliability. A buggy or disappointing launch could be damaging.
Managing the hype versus the reality.
Exactly. And finally, regulations. The world is waking up to AI's power. New laws around privacy, security, ethical use are emerging globally. Grok 4 would need to navigate this complex, shifting regulatory landscape in every market it operates in.
Wow, that is a lot to deal with. It really underscores that building these things isn't just about clever coding. It's strategy, ethics, logistics, finance. A massive undertaking.
It truly is a multifaceted challenge. So just to quickly summarize where we've landed in this deep dive, as of July 10th, 2025, there's no official word on Grok 4. It's not confirmed, not available.
Right, no phantom menace just yet.
But the potential path forward for a model like Grok 4 from XAI seems clear, driven by that core mission of accelerating scientific discovery.
And for right now, Grok 3 is the main event. It's XAI's primary model, and it already offers those advanced features, multimodality, think mode, deep search. It's a powerful tool in its own right.
It certainly is, and it gives us a taste of their vision, which leads to a final thought, perhaps. Considering that intense competition and all those massive hurdles, technical, ethical, financial stuff, what kind of long-term strategic investment in R&D, infrastructure, maybe even talent does XAI really need to make Grok 4 or something like it a reality? What's the bigger picture for them beyond just the next model launch?
That's a great question for them. And a final question for you, our listener. What does this exploration spark for you? What questions pop into your head about where AI is going? And thinking about all those challenges, what innovations are you most excited to see happen, even knowing how tough it might be?